Hi everyone, I'm Ting.
And I'm Marshall.
And welcome to my channel. This is going to be another awesome 360 degree video. What is a 360 degree video?
It's a video where you can see everything around you. So for example, right now, you can touch on your screen, you can use the mouse on your computer, and you can drag around and you can look around in 360 degrees, up, down, everything.
And that's awesome because the place where we're going to take you today is a beautiful little island called Rottnest Island. Amazing place, lots of really cool stuff we're going to see. And this is the boat which is going to take us there. Anything else we're going to say about that?
We're going to see quokkas today, which are like our favourite animals.
Yep, so cute animals, amazing scenery, bike riding, you can't miss this. Let's go. So we're on the boat. We started at Hillary's. You can start at Hillary's or Fremantle, which are both places in Perth. And the boat ride's about 30 minutes. Is it a nice boat ride?
It is. I don't mind it. I don't really get seasick. As a small kid, I did, but I kind of got used to it. So I don't find it to be too bad.
Yeah, it's okay. If it's really wavy, you might get a little bit seasick, but it's not so bad at all. And it's only half an hour. And the boats are quite big and quite nice. So it's a nice way to start the day. And sometimes you might actually see dolphins. One time when we were on this boat ride, we saw dolphins on the way to Rottnest.
Oh, I've forgotten that.
So it's not very far away. You can go for a day trip or you can stay overnight at Rottnest. But today we're just going for a day trip. It's a bit easier to plan. And so what time did we catch this boat?
It was early. I think we caught it at about 7 in the morning.
Yeah, about 7 in the morning. And here we are getting off the boat. So you can actually hire your bike with your ferry ticket, which I think is the easiest plan.
Or you can actually hire it when you get to the other end here at Rottnest. But that normally means you have to line up to get your bike. So we just find it's more convenient to organise it beforehand.
Yeah, so you just wait for the guy to bring your bike off the boat and then you can just ride off. And usually what we do straight after we've gotten our bike is go for breakfast. But first, we're taking a nice shot here on this little jetty. This is called the Fuel Jetty. If you swipe right, you can see the boat that we came on is leaving. Is it leaving yet? Yep, it's getting ready to leave. If you swipe back left again, you can see the settlement. This is called the Thompson Bay settlement. So behind all those trees there, there's cafes, there's a bakery, there's coffee waiting for us behind those trees.
Yeah, and the quokkas will come and visit you as well if you go to the bakery and order a pie or a coffee or whatever. They'll often come around looking for food. Yeah.
You can just have a lovely start to your day by enjoying some breakfast and some cute animals as well. Oh, and you can see that little truck there. He's taking the suitcases of people who are going to stay overnight. He's taking them up to the accommodation, isn't he?
Yeah. And you can't hire a car on Rottnest. Obviously, people that work there, they do, but otherwise you have to ride a bike.
This is one of the most famous beaches on Rottnest. It's called the Basin, and it's very, very close to the main settlement. Why is it called the Basin?
Because it's a natural basin, kind of like a swimming pool. So as a child, I would often come here because it was considered a safe place to swim once you got inside that little section of reef that forms a basin. Yeah, so it's a great little spot. You can see kids here that want to go for a swim.
I don't think I've actually been snorkeling here, but you could over that reef there. So you can swim and snorkel.
Yeah, our friends came snorkeling here last time and they said it was quite good actually, so that's an option as well.
And it's quite deep in that part on the left in the basin, so it's nice for a really good swim, but also if you don't like deep water, you can just paddle around like those kids are there. And in the summer, you can actually hire a chair or an umbrella there as well.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we're actually riding.
Yeah, so if you swipe around back the opposite direction, you'll see myself and Tina as I'm holding the camera. So yeah, this is the only way to get around the island, or the bus.
Oh yeah. So if you don't like bike riding, which you may not, because to get all the way around the island it's 25 kilometres, of riding a bike, and we really like it because we treat this like our weekly exercise. But it's very steep. There are a lot of hills, and if you don't like that, then you might like to take the bus instead. So you can actually see a bus stop on the right there, and you can buy this bus ticket and you can hop on and off the bus as many times as you like throughout the whole day.
So it is very hilly if you want to ride, so the bus is a good option if you don't like riding a bike.
We are suddenly at the other end of the island, so we've already ridden about 11 to 15 kilometres, and this is called the West End.
Yeah, and now it has a little coffee van, which previously there was absolutely nothing. It's just the westernmost end of the island, but now there's a little coffee van, cupcakes and other drinks as well.
You can swipe round and see where Matt is. He's watching the 360-degree camera. And this is also at the West End. You can walk down to the very westernmost part of the island.
Yep.
I think this is called Cape Vlamingh.
Yeah, it's Cape Vlamingh. And if you swipe to the right, you'll see the waves crashing through the rocks. So you can see that little hole, little natural bridge, I guess. So it's quite nice just to stand here and watch the waves crash and listen to the sound.
Oh, look at that blue.
Yeah, it's beautiful out here.
It's actually very calming.
Yeah.
We're just going to let you enjoy these waves for a bit. Oh, now I'm thinking back to when I was there watching this.
The song you can hear in the background is actually one I recently recorded called Lock It In. So we'll leave links to it in the description if you'd like to listen to it on your favourite streaming service.
I have to say this is my favourite song of yours, Matt.
Thank you.
I do listen to it a lot. Okay, oh, here's me with a quokka. This is the best thing about Rottnest. It's probably the thing that Rottnest is best known for. There's a quokka. Look at him, he's so cute. He's a marsupial and he's related to the kangaroo.
Yeah. Of course, Rottnest was originally named by Dutch people. So Rottnest in Dutch means rat's nest because they saw the quokkas and they thought they were giant rats, but they're not. They're far, far cuter. Just gorgeous little kangaroo-like animals.
I knew that you weren't allowed to feed the quokkas, but after I took this video, I realised you're not supposed to give them water either. Maybe it's so that the quokkas don't get used to taking things from humans, I think.
They're not domestic animals, so they shouldn't become reliant on humans to be fed and to be given water to drink.
But they're still very friendly, even if you don't give them anything. Yeah. So if you come to Rottnest, you absolutely have to take a selfie with a quokka. That's something you have to do, and you pretty much just lie down on the ground and one will come to you. This is back in the main settlement, so we've already completed our 25-kilometre ride around the island. That seemed easy.
Seems easy now.
Oh. I do remember the next day my bottom was very, very sore. If you swipe around, you can see the Rottnest Hotel, which has been renovated and it's got a restaurant. It's really nice.
So people just park their boats here if they personally own a boat and then come on shore.
Thank you for watching. We hope you enjoyed Rottnest Island. If you like what you saw, then consider subscribing to the channel. Hit subscribe and hit the bell so you know when we have a new video. Anything you want to say to our loyal fans?
Thanks very much for watching. I'd love to see you next time.
We would love to see you next time. See you then. Bye.
Bye.